Dear students, welcome to Infinity Pi Technologies. Today we are going to solve the exercise problem from 8a, that is decimal fraction. All the concepts we have already discussed, and please click on the I button above to have a look if you have not watched them yet. If you are finding these videos helpful, please do subscribe to this channel and also please like and share this video. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So in this question, the decimal number is 7.03. Here we know this dot is the decimal point. So how many digits are there after this decimal point? 2 digits are there. So we can say 2 decimal places. Likewise, in the next question, the decimal number is 0.509. There are 3 digits are present after this decimal point. So we can say that this decimal number has 3 decimal places. Similarly, for this question, there are 4 decimal places. Please try to solve for these 2 questions. The next question is convert the given unlike decimal fraction into like decimal fraction. So what do we mean by unlike decimal fraction? So the fractions are called unlike decimal fractions if their number of decimal places are different, and the decimal fractions whose number of decimal places are same, we call those decimal fractions as like decimal fractions. So now the question is, this is 1.36, this is 239.8, and this is 47.008. So how many decimal places are there for this decimal fraction 1.36? There are 2 decimal places. Then if you look into this decimal fraction, there is only 1 decimal places. For this decimal fraction, there are 3 decimal places. So as we know that the decimal places are different for these 3 decimal fractions, we call those as unlike decimal fractions. Now we have to convert these unlike decimal fractions into like decimal fractions. As we can see, for these 3 decimal numbers, the maximum number of decimal places are 3. Now we need to convert all these decimal fractions, decimal places to 3. If I look into this decimal fraction, that is 1.36, I need to make these decimal places to 3 digits. Now I can see there are only 2 digits are there. So as per the rule, if I put 1 0 on the right hand side of this decimal fraction, then the value of both the fractions should be same. It means the value of 1.36 is equal to 1.360. Likewise, for this decimal fraction, that is 239.8. Now I need to convert these decimal places to 3 digit decimal places. So I need to put 2 zeros on the right hand side. Likewise, this is already 3 decimal places are there. We can say that these are all like decimal fractions. Let us solve another problem. So the decimal fractions are 507.0752, 8.52073 and 0.808. So if you look into the decimal places for all these fractions, I can say that after this decimal point there are 4 places are there. It means this has 4 decimal places. Likewise, this decimal fraction has 5 decimal places and this has 3 decimal places. So those are unlike decimal fractions. We need to convert all those unlike decimal fractions into like decimal fractions. As we can see, the maximum number of decimal places is 5. So each of the decimal fractions we need to convert into 5 decimal places. So if I write 507.0752, this is only 4 decimal places are there. So I need to put a 0 on the right hand side to make it 5 decimal places. Likewise, it is already in the 5 decimal places, so we no need to write anything here. For this decimal fraction 0.808, I can see there are only 3 decimal places are there. So we need to add 2 more zeros on the right hand side to make it the like decimal places. Change each of the following fractions into decimal fractions. So what do we mean by decimal fractions? Any fraction whose denominator is either 10 or power of 10. It is called the decimal fraction. Let us solve this question. The question is 7 by 10. It is already in the decimal fraction format. I can write it as 0.7. Why? Because the denominator has only 1 0. Then I have to write the numerator here and count the numerator from the right hand side. As this is only 1 0 is present, I am counting 1 digit from the right hand side and putting this decimal point. Hence it will become 0.7. The next question is 47 by 10. So I will write 47. Then I will count how many zeros are there in the denominator. Only 1 0 is there. From the right hand side I have to count the digit. I will count 1 digit, that is 7, and putting the point here. So the answer is 4.7. Next is 343 divided by 100. So I will write 343. and as I see there are 2 zeros here in the denominator, then I will count 2 digits from the right hand side. This is 1, this is 2, and I will put a point here. So the answer is 3.43. Please try to solve next 2 questions as a homework to you. Convert into decimal fraction. For a decimal fraction, the denominator should be either 10 or power of 10, that is 10 square or 10 cube, like this. So let us think, can we convert 4 to 10, means multiplying some factor with 4, can we convert into 10? No, it is not possible. Can we make it to 100, that is 10 square? Yes, in 4 if we multiply it by 25, then it will become 100. Then you can multiply the same thing in the numerator, then it will become 75 divided by 100. This is a decimal fraction, and also you can write this as 0.75. Let us solve the next question. Next question is 3 divided by 40. So likewise we have to convert the denominator to either 10 or 100 or 1000 or 10,000, like this. So can 40 convert it to 10? No, it is not possible. Can 40 we can convert it to 100? It is not possible. Can it be 2000? So if I multiply 40 into 25, it will become 1000. So the same number you have to multiply here, 3 into 25, then it will become 75 divided by 1000. So how we can write this thing? There are 3 zeros are there in the denominator. I need to count 3 digits from the right hand side, 1, 2, 3. Then I will put the point here. 0.075 is the answer. The next question is, convert the given decimal fraction to fractions in their lowest terms. 0.05. So if I see it is 0.05 is equal to, I can see after this decimal point there are 2 places are there. So if it is 2 places, it means the denominator has 2 zeros, and in the numerator we can write 5, 05 or 5. So if I divide 5 by 5, that is 1. If I divide 100 by 5, that is 20. The answer is 1 divided by 20, 3.95. So I can write 395 in the numerator divided by, as I can see there are 2 places, decimal places are 2, then I can write 1, 2 zeros, that is 100. So from this we know that it can be divided by 5, it can be divided by 5. So let us divide this. So once I divide, this will be 7 5 as 35, 4 5, that is 5 9 is 45 divided by 20. So this is the answer, 79 divided by 20. So solve the next question as a homework to you.